Hey everyone, it is me Jacob, and today I am back with yet another video on this gorgeous Saturday, and I will be discussing a question that I've got from a subscriber, BY, who asked, what are your thoughts of social life at VU and in general in Vienna? Again, this is just one of those videos when I go ahead and ramble on without any sort of prepared structure, so bear with me. Yeah, social life at Vienna and VU. One word, awesome, or maybe plenty. That might be a better word, because there is a little bit for everyone, right? So to begin, I would say that VU offers so many activities in all sorts of areas, from volunteering, from the entrepreneurship clubs, from student organizations, from organizations that deal with volunteering abroad, such as Isaac and stuff like. There's so many things that people can do, and so many doors that are open for you as a student. But I mean, that is more or less, you know, what we are accustomed to at most campuses these days. There are all sorts of activities which are open for students, and if there is an activity that you would like to start as a student which is not already offered, the university will usually, you know, offer a helping hand in that. You could, you know, create your own activity. When it comes to sports, for instance, at VU, there isn't a sport that isn't played. There are also courses that are offered in cooperation with student services, such as, I don't know, some of my friends went to a self-defense course. There's Pilates, yoga. There's so many things that you can do that are offered to students. You have discount codes which you always get by email, for instance, for tennis practices and stuff like that. So yeah, there is a little bit for everyone when it comes to sports and extracurricular activities. Now, when it comes to the question of social life, I guess what they meant here by that question is, how is the general, you know, life at VU? Do you have time to hang out with friends? Do you have friends? And I talked about this in one of my previous videos, where I said that when I came to Vienna, I really only knew like one person, and now I did really get to know a lot of people and have really a lot of friends here. So it is not something to be afraid of in terms of, oh, I'm not gonna find any friends if I'm coming here alone. It's gonna be a problem. How am I gonna socialize? In that, you know, area you're covered, don't worry. I have a lot of people who are asking me, who are, for example, from Vietnam, and they are asking me on Instagram, like, how, if I come to Vienna, are there going to be any Vietnamese people or something like that? There will be, there will be, don't worry. There are people from over 100 countries studying at VU, and, you know, no matter where you're from, you're going to find someone from your country who's studying, especially if you're from Europe. Then in that case, you don't need to worry at all. There are people of so many nationalities here from Europe, and like big groups of people, of course, because a substantial percentage of students here at VU are actually foreign students, mostly from Europe, Germany in the first place, and then we have some Hungarian students and Bulgarian, blah blah blah. But in general, yeah, a lot of European people. So if you're from Europe, no problem. If you're from the rest of the world, no problem. You will be able to find people from your own nationality. Not that you need to. You can perfectly hang out with people of other nationalities. With Austrians, you can hang out. Everyone speaks English here. That is one big pro if you are just starting out as a BBE student and you're worried that, you know, with English, I mean, not that a lot of people are, because English really does open all the doors everywhere and everyone speaks English. But don't worry, everyone speaks English here. If you speak German, of course, that's a plus. You're going to be able to, you know, talk to them Austrian and German people a lot easier. And if you find yourself in such a company, sometimes it's annoying when 10 people switch to English just because of one person who doesn't speak English. So knowing German is, of course, a big bonus, and it is one of the things that I would actually recommend to BBE students. If you come here, you're in Vienna, you are studying in English, but this is a perfect opportunity for you to actually go ahead and learn your German, to perfect your German. Even if you don't know any, the easiest by far environment to learn is when you are surrounded, of course, by the language. And here that will be the case, and I feel like you could profit a lot if you put in that extra effort and just, you know, learn German while you're here. Now, one other thing that is worth mentioning is that the student services are organizing all sorts of social events on campus, such as, for example, the Spritzerstand, which is, you know, where, well, they say sell drinks and everyone gets drunk, and they're collecting money that way for their activities. Wow, the sun is really strong. In the next couple of days, we're also going to get the cocktail stand. Wow. Not that that's a good thing, because it is exam week and I am in no position to be drinking cocktails right now. But yeah, it is one of those things that they will be offering you here on campus. So I mean, just the general vibe of the campus is definitely not, you know, I have to, you know, work all the time and I can't have time. There are always people who are laying outside on the benches catching the sun, you know, it is a very chill vibe, and I feel like it is an environment where you can for sure socialize, meet new people, and, you know, enjoy your stay at the university. It is definitely in everyone's interest to have a lot of fun, of course, get good grades and study, but it is a great place to socialize, I'd say. Now, when it comes to the question, what does this social aspect look like in Vienna in general, there are around, I think, 195,000 students here in Vienna on Uni and all the other campuses. There are a lot of young people, there are a lot of events for young people. The nightlife scene is strong in Vienna. I decided to make a separate video about that a couple of weeks ago, but I still, you know, didn't go out in Vienna in that time to like a proper club, so I didn't want to drop that video until I get some, you know, cool footage. But that is coming as well. There are festivals, there are events in front of the Rathaus, which is the city hall, like fairs, of course a big fair. I mean, there are so many events in Vienna where you can go with your friends and actually have fun, that I feel like that just answers your whole question. There are a lot of things to do and a lot of people you can do them with. It is up to you to meet as many people as you can and do as many awesome stuff as you can. But trust me, you will not lack selection and options here in Vienna when it comes to socializing and spending, you know, cool time. So yeah, I feel like that answers your question, BY, and I hope that you guys will continue asking questions down below in the comments or on Instagram. Again, I'm getting so many of them, especially on Instagram, and I am really grateful for your suggestions. But I also have to tell you, I have some exams coming up and I cannot be pumping out videos every 2 days, but I will be doing my best to keep pushing myself and to, you know, upload more regularly. And I would just like to thank you all so much for your support. Again, questions, suggestions down below. Subscribe for future videos and drop that like button, guys. It helps me a lot. It helps my content get out there for more people to see. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram to keep up with me and what I'm doing. And I guess that will do it for this video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Jacob. Have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.